As we keep up with the latest news in 2023, it's becoming increasingly clear that the global economy is facing the possibility of a recession. This can lead to rising unemployment rate and lower consumer spending. And Singapore is not immune to these challenges, given its reliance on global trade. In this video, I'll be sharing my budget plan for 2023 to help navigate through this potential recessionary environment. The video will be split into 3 different parts where I'll break down my budget analysis, so stay tuned. Welcome to the Quantarized channel, where we decode the complexities of adulting in Singapore. Before I dive into my budget breakdown, let me introduce myself. My name is Justin and I'm currently 27 years old. I'm originally from Malaysia and came to Singapore to pursue my undergraduate degree. After graduating in 2020, also known as the pandemic year, I found a job as a tutor at NUS in October 2020. Fast forward a few years, I received my PR in March of last year and I've been in the same job ever since. My goal is to achieve a net worth of $100,000 by the age of 30. To provide transparencies for my viewers, I would like to share my salary history with you. When I first started my job in 2020, my gross salary was $4,000 per month. Not bad for a fresh graduate, right? In 2021, I moved to another teaching department and received a 2% salary increment, bringing my gross income to $4,080 per month. The following year, my salary increased by around 7%, bringing my total to about $4,400 per month. And I also received a 2-month bonus. And this year, thanks to leaving a good impression on my boss, I received a whopping 15% salary increment, which brought my monthly salary to about $5,000. Additionally, I received a bonus of $11,500, which is 2.6 times my previous year's salary. Before I proceed with my budget plan, I want to make it clear that this is not financial advice. Rather, it is a transparent sharing of my budget analysis for entertainment purposes only. If you find this video helpful, please don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe and turn on notifications for my upcoming videos. With that being said, let's get started. Here is a detailed breakdown of my monthly budget in 2023. The expenses and savings highlighted in orange are budgets that can be adjusted, while those highlighted in yellow are fixed amounts. It's important to note that these are all average monthly amounts. If you take a closer look, you'll notice that I'm not strictly following the typical 50-30-20 rule, which allocates 50% of your monthly budget to essential items such as housing, food, and transport, 30% towards lifestyle choices, and the remaining 20% towards saving and investment. Instead, I have listed down all possible average budget amounts every month and arranged them in an ascending order. By the way, you can access this budget sheet on the Google Sheet that I've created. The link is included in the description down below. This video serves as a documentation of my journey to see whether I can stick to my budget and spend within it. Because by the end of this year, I will revisit this budget list and compare it to my actual expenses per month. That way, I will know if I have achieved my savings target. The first item on my budget is the subscription newsletter, which costs around $10 per month and accounts for about 0.17% of my monthly expenses. I have been subscribed to this newsletter annually, costing me $120 per year. Although it's not an essential item, I still consider it a necessity for me. That's why I highlighted this item as wearable, because I have the option to subscribe or cancel it anytime. Moving on to the second item on my budget, we have the air conditioning service. Since I'm currently renting a place, my landlady requires all tenants to pay for a 4-month air conditioning service, which costs about $40 in total. This amounts to about $10 per month and accounts for approximately 0.17% of my monthly expenses. I've highlighted this item as fixed because I'm obligated to comply with my landlady's request as long as I'm living in a house. The third item on my budget list is none other than the gym entry fee. The good thing about working in a university is that I have access to one of the cheapest gym membership fees in Singapore. Although students have free access to the gym, as a staff member in NUS, it costs me about $1.25 per entry to the gym without worrying about any time limit. Some of you may ask me, how about signing up for the 1-year individual gym membership? Well, it costs about $150 per year. If we divide it by 12 months, we will get about $12.50 per month. That is pretty darn cheap, right? But wait, I have an alternative. Since I only go to the gym twice per week, and we have a total of 52 weeks in a year, I can calculate my total cost by multiplying $1.25 per entry by 2 and then by 52, which gives me a total of $130. This is $20 cheaper than the annual membership subscription. If I divide this $130 by 12, I will end up with an unusual figure of $10.83, which accounts for approximately 0.18% of my monthly expenses. Please note that this may be an overestimate amount because I will take 1 week's leave for every 3 months to go back to my hometown for vacation. As a result, this item falls under the variable expense category. Moving on to the next item on my budget list, telecommunication. This category includes both my internet broadband plan and my mobile plan. For my broadband, my housemate and I are currently subscribed to the 24 months 1 Gbps plan from M1, which costs us $40.27 per month. Since there are 4 of us, we split the cost equally, with each of us paying $10.07 per month. Regarding my mobile plan, I use the M1 SIM-only plan with no contract. I opt for the 80GB plan instead of the 100GB plan, since I don't use much mobile plan monthly. The most data I have used in a month was just 9GB. If you have any suggestion for a cheaper and better plan, please let me know in the comments down below. Currently, my SIM plan costs $18.15 per month, and when combined with my broadband plan, my total telecommunication expenses come up to $28.22 per month. This accounts for approximately 0.47% of my monthly expenses. As I'm free to change my plan anytime, I will classify this item as a variable expense. And this concludes part 1 of my video series.